So I was in the Grand Teton National Park August 23rd through the 25th. I called her and made a report yesterday, but the reason I'm making this is because I don't think the report stressed what I was trying to get across, the behavior of the women that I saw. We stayed at the Upper Teton View dispersed camping site on Federal Service Road 30310. In the lower campground. This is what I took a picture because I wanted to remember. That's what this was the next day. Our campsite was on the left. You can see the fifth wheel. There's a white van, and then our camper. The white van, it wasn't the same. The morning of the 24th, what happened was we woke up, and there was a van that had pulled in the middle of the night. I got up, I started our generator, I wanted coffee, I disturbed them. And well, at the time I thought it was just one because one woman exited the van. We had light conversation about the weather because it was very cool that morning. So we were talking about the weather. She had come from someplace hot. I went back in the camper, making breakfast, doing dishes, and just, occasionally looking out the window like you do. I noticed that I saw another woman exit the van. She stayed very close, stretched. She was all covered up. It was cold, so didn't think anything of it. But her sweatshirt went over her arms. Her hands were out. She wasn't behaving as if she was cold, though. Her hood was up. She kept kind of like pulling at the sides and keeping it so that her face couldn't be seen. When I went back out, because my coffee was ready, I had it set up outside. She hurried up and jumped back in the van. She hid a lot. They were very jumpy, very skittish. The description of the second woman, her height and weight would be that of Gabrielle PETITO. I made the report just because they seemed so on edge. I know it was a dispersed site, and yeah, being a single mom and us being on a site like that, I was a little nervous, but it was still kind of friendly. I didn't feel too bad. There was a lot of other people around. But they were very jumpy, very skittish. The one after I had exited, she would not come out of the van when me or my children were outside, or anybody else was outside, only when nobody else was around. I read yesterday that her parents are in Jackson right now. I don't know if this is something worth looking into. Like I said, I did file a report, but I don't think it stressed the behavior enough. Even at the time, I thought it was odd.